Assalamu alaikum, Palwisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good too. First of all, thank you so much for joining us in this session, and thank you so much for taking out the time. And we're going to ask you a couple of questions. Basically, we wanted to do this campaign because we had one vision in mind. We wanted to introduce Arbisoft members who are working outside of Pakistan to the world and to other Arbisoft members as well. So why don't you start with a little introduction of yourself, and then we can continue from there onwards.
Yeah, thank you, Maya. First of all, considering me for this campaign. Um, my name is Palwisha Akhtar. I'm working as a principal software engineer at Arbisoft, and I'm currently located in Canada. I started off my professional career with Arbisoft, and it's been more than 6 years that I have been here.
All right, great, great. So how would you say your experience has been so far with Arbisoft?
I think with Arbisoft, the experience has been amazing, and I think one to remember for the rest of my life, because Arbisoft has not only helped me grow professionally but also personally. I think it has always promoted inclusivity and diversity, and has enabled me to take up on challenges and entrusted me with the most difficult projects that are in the company.
All right, all right. So how would you say that Arbisoft presence has increased or evolved in your country since you've moved there?
Yeah, so there are a couple of more members that I know are working from Canada since I moved here. Moreover, one of the most important milestones that Arbisoft has achieved is to ensure that it can globally hire members. The company has taken the necessary steps so that it can hire permanent full-time members around the world.
All right, all right. And how has Arbisoft facilitated you working from abroad?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to highlight Arbisoft's quality of having a progressive work culture and providing unwavering support, especially when it comes to allowing its members to work remotely from abroad. And I think Arbisoft has supported me twice in this case. Back in 2019, I decided to pursue masters from Turkey. And then I had to move to Canada in 2021 after getting married. So in both cases, I discussed with the senior management in Arbisoft that I want to continue working with Arbisoft. And the company ensured a seamless transition, granting me the privilege to work from abroad. And in Canada's case, they are giving me the same salary package and benefits as any other Canadian company would have offered me. Moreover, the company environment is really flexible, and they truly practice the core values of trust, excellence, collaboration, and effort. Uh, Moreover, I would like to give credit to all my team members who are open to stay back at the end of their day and meet me to have any project or team related discussions.
Hey, all right, that's amazing. One last thing that I wanted to ask you was, what is your typical day like? Like you're a software engineer, right? So what do
Yeah.
you do? How's your routine? And because you're working from home, I understand it's difficult than as compared to when you're working from office. So how's your routine like?
Yeah, I think working from home and especially with a 12-hour difference from the Pakistani time zone, I think it seemed difficult at the beginning, but I think it has worked out really well for us as a team, because I start off my day at 7 a.m. and work till 5 p.m. And during those working hours, I'm able to meet my team members in Pakistan. And also because the client that I'm working for has members in US as well as in Canada, in Montreal. So therefore I am able to, you can say, communicate with both my team members in Pakistan as well as client. And it's more like a, you can say, a relay race, right? Wherever my team members leave off any task, at the end of their day, I take up on those tasks and complete them. And it's like we are working 24 hour for the client, and also I'm available for the client during their working hours to work on any urgent task that they have, or also if they are facing any difficulty with their servers, or you can say they need any urgent help, I'm available during their hours as well. So mostly it's starting the day off with meetings, and then working at my own pace with the and helping out the client if they need me. And I think with this time with this time system, I think I'm able to have a proper work-life balance as well.
All right, that's great. So from what you just explained, I think that Arbisoft has facilitated you in a lot of ways. Like, you don't feel like just because you're working from abroad, you don't feel left out. You're a part of all the meetings. You're participating actively, just like any other employee would. Am I right about that?
Yeah. I think I would. Yeah, you're perfectly correct in that manner. And more so, I think I feel as much as connected to the company as I was when I was in Pakistan. And I think one of the most important things we have worked out is our communication strategy, as well as the company has ensured that I continue to grow personally and professionally, and more so, not only focus on the client projects, but also continue contributing to the company's success, more so in a way that I am still able to mentor fresh hires. I am still taking hiring interviews. I'm still part of the company, you can say, processes, and whatever decisions they are taking, they incorporate me in those discussions as well. So I think I feel as much part of the company as I was a few years back. So I think and not only my team members, but within the company, like any senior management within the pod or any other engineers, if I need any help or I need to discuss anything, everyone is equally available and equally, you can say, aware of my situation, and they are open to work in the same remote fashion as they work with the client, for instance.
All right, all right. How many employees other than you are working? Sorry, how many members other than you are working from Canada and other countries that you know of?
I think in Canada, I know there are 3 other members that are working. But the thing with Canada is that some, like I'm working from Calgary, 2 other members are working from Toronto, and one is working from Vancouver. So we are all spread over. So there's, you can say, this is one of the challenge that where Arbisoft should have its office, right? Because everyone, like Canada is so big, and you can't just have one office in a single province here. Other than that, you can say from Arbisoft senior management, we have Umair Shah, who is working from US. So we always have one you can say person from senior management that we can talk to regarding our, you can say, any concerns regarding our, you can say, position or our packages or something like that. So and then there are other members that are working from Berlin as well that I'm aware of. So I think as a whole, Arbisoft is almost in every other, you can say, part of the world. It's just that they are, like I mentioned before, that they have made sure that they should be able to hire permanent members globally, right? And I think they are taking the steps to ensure that how they can increase their global presence in terms of team members, right? And we have back-to-back, you can say, discussions with the senior management, or you can say Yasir Bhai and Umair Shah, that how we can increase our team size across the world.
Okay, you just mentioned that one of the biggest challenges you guys face is that you can't have a single office in a single province in Canada because everybody's so spread out. So other than this, are there any challenges that you face, and how Arbisoft has helped you overcome those challenges?
I think other than that, I think one of the challenges that I won't say I faced. I think working from home works well for a country like Canada because of the extreme temperatures that we have here sometimes, like especially where I am living, it's like minus 40 degrees. It can go up to minus 40 degrees, right? So sometimes it's not feasible to go to an office. So I think working from home, and especially I think with respect to how Arbisoft has entrusted me with, working independently, and and also with the client communication, with handling the project on my own. I think that's one of the most empowering things that Arbisoft has done for me till now.
All right. So you would say that the one of the challenges was not being able to go to the office. So working from home is one of the facilities that you
Yeah,
appreciate that
yeah,
Arbisoft.
definitely.
All right. What is one thing or one message that you would like to give to other members who are also thinking about moving abroad, and how do you think Arbisoft will support them in that process?
Yeah, I think one of the key things to mention here is that it goes both ways. Arbisoft has those core values of, you can say, trust, collaboration, effort, excellence, right? We all know about that. And if you are true true to the company, right? If you are giving your 100%, you are putting in the effort. I think Arbisoft gives you like multiplies it by 3 or 4 and then gives you back, right? And it has been, and it's not my like I have experienced this twice, right? As I mentioned before, that I previously I went to Turkey during for my masters, and it was pre-COVID, right? There was no concept of remote working on a global scale, right? So they entrusted me with working part-time independently, and now again, when I asked them that is it possible that I can work from Canada, I think they were like Yasir Bhai's reaction was that, like, is that even a question? Right? It's a win-win situation for all, that if you stick to the company and we work in hand, right? So I think if you are giving your 100% and you are loyal to the company, right, the company will facilitate you and ensure your well-being and your, you can say, whatever works well for you, right? They will I think in all cases, whenever I had any issue, it's never like I heard a straight no from any of the senior management. They have always found a middle ground for any of the problems or any of the issues that I have had. So, is if there is anybody, any team member who is looking forward to, you can say, moving abroad and still continuing with Arbisoft, I think you should uh, you should also work towards, you can say, uh, trusting the company and giving those you can say marks to the company that uh, they should trust you as well, right? And if you are able to prove that you can work in a global remote environment, I think they will facilitate you in any ever possible way they can.
Okay, great. I think these are all the questions that we have. Thank you so much, Palwisha, for joining us in this session, and we really hope that this has been insightful for you as well. And I hope that we can do more of these sessions, and we're also trying to reach out to other members who are working from other countries, some of the countries that have heard of our US, Berlin, and now we've also hired some employees in Philippines. So I'm hoping to reach out to them and we can have interviews with them as well. But thank you so much for your time, and This has been great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maya. It has been an exciting interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.